every deck in this meta is using something to snipe. Blaziken uses Heat Mode, Altaria uses Jirachi, and now the Absol deck uses, well, Absol, the tiny Absol. This, according to me, is definitely the best way to play Absol. So what this deck does is you start with Jinglin if you wanna item lock them, or go to Absol if you wanna target the main threat. And of course Hydreigon will play a huge role. Like, come on dude, 130 damage turn 3. This is such a broken card. You can just snipe using Absol and finish using Hydreigon early, or using Mega Absol. Of course the Rocky helmets will help you achieve that. Double Copycat will almost ensure you get the Hydreigon quick, and lastly we got double Cyrus as well. And do not forget, Hydreigon is a 1-point card. It's not even an EX, so you can take the game up to 5 points if you bring your Mega Absol at the end. This deck might just be as good as the Altaria Jirachi deck, which definitely makes this deck S tier. Let me just show you how you can absolutely dominate the game with it. Let's go. Isn't Hydreigon like a much better Charizard? And it doesn't even cost 2 points, it's a 1-point card. Suicune deck, people are still using Suicune, which is a real pain, but let's see what he have here. Suicune is definitely still relevant because of the new Greninja card. I don't think otherwise it would be that popular, but because the new Greninja is pretty good, yeah, that definitely makes it a valid deck. So this game will just show you why Hydreigon is one of the best cards to come out of this set. We did 10 damage, he cannot use Pokeball, there are no Pokemons on his bench, and we just finished it instantly. It is as easy as that. This is such a deadly combination. It does a decent amount of damage and it item locks your opponent. And because you have 2 copycats, you are definitely going to get the Hydreigon a little bit more early than you could without copycat. I also saw a deck that replaced 2 Rocky helmets with 2 Pokemon Scintillady, which also can be a combination that might work. Because the Hydreigon takes the recoil damage, it can just heal it. I might want to try that deck as well, but for now let's just see what this game has for us. We start with a Dino, which is kind of a bad start, but it's nothing that we cannot recover from. They use the Rocky helmet. I think it's time we start using Guzma again, because a lot of decks have started using Rocky helmets, like a lot of them. We can go for a hit here, but there isn't really any point of it, so we can just skip the turn. Almost every deck needs a sniper in this meta, because if you get the 3 points from the Mega Pokemon, you just need those 3 points, right? You just need to target one mon to win it all. And the opponents try to take the game up to 5 points as much as they can. They do use the flame patch, and then they just use the copycat on us, which puts them a little ahead in the game, but it's nothing that we cannot recover from. Because obviously the next rank season will be all about targeting the Mega Pokemon. That will be how players approach every game, almost every game. So what we want to do here is just go all out on their Blaziken. But because they can stall a bit and bring the Blaziken at the end, that might not work that well, so we might have to change our plans here. Trying to go for the 5 points will almost always be a bad move, so if you can target the Mega, you might as well just do it. I think that is how the next rank season will kind of revolve around. It will be about who uses Cyrus on the Mega Pokemon first, right? There will be a lot of new decks. So here we could go all out, but it doesn't really make any sense to do it. So we might as well just go for the Absol here. Because 130 is a lot of damage. We might want to save that heavy hitting capacity. And it's almost like free retreat. It does take 30 damage. But because by the time you retreated, you will already have used the move once or twice. So the additional 30 damage doesn't really matter much. And now all our mons are perfectly aligned. The Hydreigon is ready to hit. The Absol is ready to hit as well. And the game is pretty much on our side for now. So yeah, retreating the Hydreigon was definitely the better option here. They do get the another Blaziken, which doesn't really matter here. In fact, it makes it, I think, a little bit easier for us to finish the game. And yeah, if you have two hard hitting mons, one that is a 1 point card and one that is a mega Pokemon, that I think can be a perfect deck to use, right? You can take the game up to 5 points while also attacking. So yeah, this deck pretty much has it all. They do switch, they bring the Blaziken and go for the hit. Because we have the Cyrus, we win this game now. I believe this deck and the Altair Jirachi deck will be your two best decks to use if you want to use it for the next ranked season. There you go, second win with this deck. It's just power creep after power creep, but that's how I think this game will run, right? What do we need more? I think we need more stuff like AG Slash and Indeedee. Mons with ability that are viable to use. Okay, so they are using the Mega Pidgeot. Interesting. I think it's by far the best promo card yet. If you talk about only the strength and not the designs or something, Pidgeot is a pretty viable Mega. They go for the Lesia. Oh yes, this is a 50 HP Mon, so yeah, Lesia will be effective. I will be using Pidgeot decks as well if it works. The thing is, you can use it in any deck, it works with any energy. So it will be interesting to see what people cook with the Mega Pidgeot. We go for the Chingling here, let me charge up the Absol and hopefully we get the Hydreigon as well. Yeah, it's because of the Oricorio, whenever you have a colorless energy, what do you call it? The Pokemons that work with any energy, you almost always paired with Oricorio. People always use it with electric energy because of the Oricorio. Like we had with the Silvally Geraora, right? The Silvally Geraora and Oricorio stuff. So yeah, I think it will be paired with Oricorio and other electric Pokemon. I don't think Oricorio will be in the meta for much longer. I have a feeling they'll make something that will make Oricorio absolutely useless. Like a supporter card or a Pokemon that stops all the ability from working for even if one turn, that will make Oricorio absolutely useless. And this game doesn't like keeping a Pokemon relevant for much longer, so I don't know, it might just stay forever. 2x speed and then a copycat, what a move. What a move. 3 tails. Why did they put the 3 tails 0 damage thing with the Pidgeot? It's absolutely stupid. The Absol creates a lot of pressure, right? When you hit their benched mons, they just have to bring it on the active spot. This is the sniper meta. Yes, sir. We Cyrus the Pidgeot and that's another win. Easy peasy. What shocked me is how useless Gyarados turned out to be, cause that looked scary. But well, we got Misty, so no good water type EX mons, I guess. They start with a Darkrai. I'm guessing this is the Darkrai Absol deck. People are also using the Crobat Absol and Darkrai deck, so that might be this as well. We go for the copycat. Maybe they didn't put their other mounts because of the Absol. That is another advantage. Your opponent might as well just not put Pokemons in their bench. I definitely am not playing a single deck that does not has a sniper in it. I think this meta is totally dependent upon using a sniper Pokemon, right? Something to snipe the bench. So yeah, before the ranked season starts, build yourself the Heatmore Blaziken deck. If you don't have that, Absol plus Mega Absol. And if you don't have that, Jirachi plus Altair. I think 3 of them are the best decks in this meta. We go for the Absol and aim for the Mega Absol. Create some pressure, and when we bring the Mega Pokemon in the 1-tap range, we will just Cyrus them. That is how you wanna approach every game. There aren't many decks that are not using Mega Pokemon, so I'm hyped though, because when the rank season comes, some guy is definitely going to cook the most unhinged deck that everyone is going to use. Or maybe not. Maybe all the good decks have already been built. Let's see, this should be GG's. Let's find out. Wow, that's a lot of card to use in one turn. Alright, there you go. We will knock ourselves out to bring the Absol and get the yup. That is pretty much about it. All the sniper decks are S tier decks. Good luck for the rank season and see ya.